All right, I'm sorry that we got knocked off the air. Google didn't want to play friendly with my Chrome browser, so I had to switch to Firefox. Imagine that. So hopefully you're still on, even if you're not. I'm going to go ahead and record this training and get it out to those of you who've registered. And again, I certainly apologize for the delay. I'm going to go ahead and send a quick message out here to Facebook to get that information out in front of everybody. And again, my apologies for the technical difficulties. You would think that the Google browser would have worked. So anyway, let me put here, had to switch to Firefox. All right. So that being said, let's go ahead and get rolling here. Let me save and update. So you should be able to see the webinar. I'm going to get on with Q&A here. And that way, if you've got questions, we'll be able to see those. Yep, just saw that. I'm going to put an answer here. Had to switch browsers. Answer. Had to switch browsers. There we go. Had to switch browsers. All right. So slowly but surely, we'll get everything dealt with here. And again, I apologize for that delay. So let's go back into what we're getting into tonight. So how do you get ridiculously cheap advertising down to hundreds of thousands of views for really pennies on the dollar? And so what I'm going to take you into is my advertising section here in Facebook, and this is what we're going to be talking about tonight, is Facebook ads and how was I able to get those kinds of numbers. And I'm going to show you step by step how you can be doing that same thing yourself. So I'm going to be screen sharing with you some. I'm using two screens, so if I look back and forth, please bear with me on that. That's simply getting the back and forth between my two screens. So anyway, let me take you into the case study that I'm working with. And here's the reason that I wanted to put this out before you is when it comes to your advertising dollars, you want to get maximum effectiveness for the minimum expenditure. And so let me go ahead and switch screens here, and I'm going to screen share with you and let you see my screen here momentarily and show you some of the advertising numbers that we've been pulling here off of Facebook lately. So let me go ahead and get into a screen share, and I'll take you into that. So screen sharing, and I'm going to give you full screen. And let's start the screen share. So you should be looking at my screen now. And let's get here into Facebook itself. And I'm going to change browser windows just a moment, if you'll bear with me. There we go. So we come into the advertising manager, and I'm going to scroll down here and show you a couple of campaigns. First one here is GSD Video. This is the one that I profiled in the advertising to show you what it is that we were doing. So as you can see on this, our total results for the campaign, 100,008, 794 page results at a cost of 0.0002 per result. And that resulted in a 57.33% result rate. Now, total cost on this campaign, so we had a total audience of 174,000 145 people with 108,794 people engaging the advertisement. And our expenditure was $24.56 on this particular advertising campaign. So that gives us a total cost per result of 0.0002. So let me show you the ad that we were actually working with, and that way you can get a feel for what we're doing. And then I'll walk you through how you can do this in your own marketing. So I was advertising on my German Shepherd page. So this is a page for people who like German Shepherd fans. As you can see, I have 5,000 likes on this particular page. And what we were doing is we were targeting those individuals, and what we were wanting to do is get them moved over to a training book, the German Shepherd Training Handbook, okay? So what I did is I used a video, and video is going to be the key to what we're doing and what I'm going to be going over with you tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the video. Let me scroll down here just a little further, and this way you can really see what we were doing, okay? So here's our video. It's a 30-second video. As you can see, since I've stopped the ad, I've had 320,984 people who have been exposed to this ad. There's been 157,000 views. So even since I stopped my advertising, this ad is still getting viral exposure. So there's been 157,000 views. And out of those 157,000 views, there have been 2,958 likes, and you've had 948 shares and 645 comments. So we're getting a lot of engagement. That's part of what is getting our advertising cost so low on this particular ad. So now let me break down the psychology of what we're doing here. Number one, we're using the psychology of Facebook, that people would prefer to be entertained as opposed to informed. So I could get on there and I could advertise the German Shepherd training book, or I can entertain people who are already warm to German Shepherds with this cute little video of the German Shepherd turning his head, and the German Shepherd's on the couch, and the German Shepherd jumping up and down. And so I know that that has a viral component to it. People who like German Shepherds are going to like this video. So what I did is I just said some humorous German Shepherd clips that will make you smile. And then my call to action for my book is great tips for your German Shepherd. And so down below that, I've got a link to the training book here. So if they click off on trainyourshepherd.com, it's going to take them to the training book. So that's the psychology of what we're doing. Now, let me give you another example of where I've used this, and we got very similar results. So I'm going to go to another page. This is a page for muscle car fans. So what we're doing on this particular page is we're going after people who like vintage American muscle cars, and we put a lot of pictures and things like that. So on this one, the product that I was promoting was a t-shirt, and the t-shirt basically was for fans of Mopar. And so I found this video of a Dodge Challenger doing a burnout, and I targeted Mopar fans. And so we'll break this down a little further here in a moment. So here's what I have for all you Mopar fans out there. This will put a smile on your face and then show your Mopar pride. And if they click the link, it took them to a t-shirt ad. Now, what we have here is 82,561 people reached. 30,000 of those people out of that audience watched this video. You had about 286 people who liked this video. You had 62 shares, and then we had 24, 25 comments on this particular video. So now going back into the advertising here, just to show you what those numbers look like, because I ran that one for a few days. So let me pull in my ads here. Bear with me just a moment. Okay. So we got into the cost on this particular ad. Let's come down here. Here it is. Mopar. So the ad campaign itself, I spent $44 on. Had 29,986 post engagements out of 62,000 viewing audience. People reached. So yeah, less than that. I spent $16.26. I apologize. Now my cost per result was a little higher here. Instead of paying 00001, I paid 001 per result with a 44% result rate. But the same psychology that we're using. So we're finding something that the audience is going to like, and then we are putting that into a video, and then putting that onto our business page on Facebook, and then boosting that post. So I'm going to walk you through how we would make this work if we were doing another ad campaign. So the first thing we would want to do is we would want to find a video, a viral video. And so what we would do is we would go to YouTube, and let's just say we're looking for German Shepherds again. So I'm going to go for cute German Shepherd, and we'll see what comes up. So there's a couple videos that come up. The thing I want to filter for is we need to make sure this is a Creative Commons video, which gives you license to share it, reuse it, put it on your social media, things of that nature. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look, number one, for videos that are generally 30 seconds to a minute at the maximum. And so we're going to scroll down here, and like here's a 27-second video. But here's the one I'm going to start looking at. This one's a minute and 1 second, but it's got 30,000 views already. And that's really what I'm looking for, is videos that have gotten a lot of views. That means they've got a viral component to them, and they're more likely to be shared. This one's been watched 180,000 times. So it's got good viral potential to it. Here we go. You've got, let's see, those are boxer puppies. So any of those that have a couple 100,000 views are going to be great videos for us to use. So let's just say we were going to use this video here, my German Shepherd Rex. So what we would want to do is we would want to hover over the link, do a right click, copy that address, and then if you'll do a Google search here for download YouTube videos, the service that I like to use is keepvid.com. So just click here. All you're going to do is you're going to take this link, click download. It's going to take a minute to download it. It's going to give you some choices. I always go for the top one here, the MP4. It says My German Shepherd. Okay. And then once that's loaded, we're going to come back here to our fan page or our business page on Facebook. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to post this video. And so what we'll do is we'll come here, click photo video. We're going to upload it. And let's go to my correct file here. Okay. So this one's called My German Shepherd Rex. And I might put something like a cute video of Rex doing the things that endear him to everyone. Okay. And then if I were going to put a link on here, I might put get German Shepherd training tips. And then I just put trainyourshepherd.com. Okay. And video title, Rex the German Shepherd. And we're going to pick a video category. This one's going to be cute and animals. Come down here and pick a slide that really is going to draw people in. So I'm going to go with this one right here. Call to action button. We can put learn more and then put in our site that we're going to take people to, trainyourshepherd.com. And as soon as we do that, it's going to populate the information here and we'll hit publish. Okay, and it's telling us to show all that have a cat, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. So they're just doing a fraud check on us, making sure this is what we want to post, which we are. And so now that video is going to start rendering. And now that video is ready. And so now that the video is ready, what we can do is come in here and create an ad out of it. So let's come back into the advertising manager. And what we would do is click create an ad. And what we're going to do is we're going to boost posts. Now you have get video views here. That's not the one we want to use. We actually want to boost the post. And so we need to type in the page name, German Shepherd fans. It's going to give us a selection. And so we need to find the one we want. We want Rex. Okay, and it's going to tell us this post includes a video. Try using the video views objective. We're just going to ignore that and continue. Okay, and so name your campaign whatever you want to name it. We're going to call this Rex the German Shepherd. And we're going to come down here. And what we want to do is we want to really make this kind of a global audience. But in our case, we can deal with buyers from Europe, Canada, those places. So I'm going to add a couple of countries in here. We're going to add Canada. Help if I could spell. We're going to add the United Kingdom. We're going to add Australia. And we're going to add New Zealand. So right now that's going to give us an audience of 258 million people. Quite a lot of people. We want English speaking. And here's where we're going to zero in on our group. We're going to start going after German Shepherd topics. So German Shepherd. You saw German Shepherds there. German Shepherd's tips. So now we've got an audience of about 4.8 million people. That's a good size audience, and that's what we'll stick with. And then we're just simply going to come down here. We could save this audience. I always set my budgets at about $5 a day. So based on $5 a day, Facebook is going to show this ad to about 2,100 people. Now, as you saw from my results earlier, it'll be a lot more than that because there's going to be a viral component to the video. That's why we chose it. Okay. Our optimization is for post engagement. We're going to run the ads all the time. You can name your ad set if you want. Now, here's the other piece that you're going to want to do is you're going to come down here and you want to have this in your desktop, and you also want it in your mobile news feed. Okay. And the reason for that is we're in a smartphone generation and people are scrolling and looking for images and cute stuff. The one that we don't want is we don't want the right desktop column. These are the only two things that we want. And so from there, we're going to click place order. And once our ad is approved, then it's going to show up live in the news feed of the people that we are trying to target. And so that is ultimately what we're going to do here, is put together that campaign. And you can do that over and over and over again, regardless of what it is that you're promoting. And so the reason this is so valuable to you is you're going to get your advertising costs down low. You're going to be able to send a lot of traffic to your link without spending a lot of money, and you are able to get it highly targeted. Part of the reason video is so valuable, if you look, I haven't pushed the play button. I'm just scrolling around, and because I'm stopped on it for a minute, this video is going to go ahead and play out. And so it's going to draw the user's attention. It's going to draw the viewer's attention. It's going to help them want to engage with what you're doing. If they like what they saw, if they love their German Shepherd, then they're very likely to come up here and click on the live link and go off to whatever offer you are making to those individuals. So this is a great way to grow your business. If you are somebody that is, you're taking before and after pictures, or you're doing video walkthroughs, then this is a great way to promote those. Now, you're going to pay a little more per click simply because you're dealing with a smaller audience, but you're not going to pay a lot more. You're going to probably be in the 0.001 range on your engagements, which is still good. And because it's video, it's going to show up in the news feed more often. And so more people are going to have the opportunity to engage with that content. So the thing that I want to put in front of you is, when you're dealing with Facebook, your best exposure and your lowest costs are always going to come from video. You secondarily, still motion pictures are going to be your second source of greatest exposure. Your third is going to be textual content. And so these are the things that you want to be looking at. So again, going back to our workflow, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look for something that's kind of viral. So let's just take something else. Let's say I want to promote a product for Ford Mustang owners. So I put Ford Mustang, and I want to go old school. So I'm going to say GT350R. That looks good. Well, that's the newer version. Let's go old school here. So I want to do Mach 1, 1971. There we go. So I'm finding some videos. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go to Creative Commons so that I've got the right to share it. And I'm going to look for something that's kind of appealing to the eye, that's maybe 30 seconds to a minute. And once I find that, I'm just going to take that link, and then I'm going to move it over to Keep Vid so that I can download it to my computer. So this is one that might be interesting. It's an old commercial. It doesn't have a lot of views to it. That would be the only concern. But it's kind of intriguing. Now, a couple of other things we might look at. Let's see what else has some views here. This one's got 451, so that's not bad. See if we can do better. Go to the next page here. Yeah, here's one that's 1,454. So again, just look for something that's got some views to it. The higher the number, you just know the more viral that is. I really like these burnout videos for cars. Guys just eat that up. So that's probably the one I would end up going with, is the 73 Mach 1 burnout. It's a short video, 21 seconds, but it's going to catch the attention of the Mustang owners, Mustang fans, those people that I'm targeting on Facebook. And so that's one of the things that you would look at doing. So once I've done that, I'm going to come here to Keep Vids. I'm going to put my link in. I'm going to hit download. Then I'm going to download my movie. Once I've downloaded my movie, I'm going to come back into my business page. So let's just say it was back to the muscle car page. I'm going to post my photo or video. Once that's loaded up, I'm going to write a little something about the video. Then I'm going to put a call to action with my link. And then once that post is live, I'm going to go into my advertising campaign and I'm going to boost that post. So that's going to be your workflow. Now, if you're doing something where your videos may not be as visual, maybe it's you giving a presentation or something like that, you just want to have some movement in that video so that it catches the eye. There's a tool that I use, and if you want the link, you can certainly contact me on that. And you saw it on the promo for this webinar. And that particular tool does animated things like this that just help catch the eye and draw you in as to where you're taking some action on what you see. So that being said, let me switch back off of screen share and we'll talk live here for a couple of moments. All right, so back to where we began. So again, for those of you who signed in on time and we had the technical difficulties, I apologize for that. So here's the thing with your Facebook advertising. By getting your costs so low and being able to hit such a large audience, you're going to be able to target in very well to whatever it is you're doing. So one of the things I want to encourage you to do, if you're not sure how to transition over into, here's my video, how do I get them to my link? One of the things you can work on is a bridge. So remember, on Facebook, people love to be entertained. They will share things that make them laugh. They will share things that get them agitated. They will share things that are controversial. So what you're really interested in is finding that piece of content that people are going to like, comment, and share. And once you've found that piece of content, it doesn't always have to directly relate to your audience. Now, if it does, that's even better. But even if it doesn't, you can still put your link in there as really an advertisement. So one of the things that I do, if I'm doing a video, let's say that doesn't really relate to what I do, it's just entertaining. I've got a lead capture page that's home business oriented, that is my name and you know a .net .com type deal behind it. People will click off on that just because they're curious. What else is there? And so it's still a great way to move traffic from that entertaining video back over to your offer. Now, again, you're better off if you've got something that relates directly to what your offer is. And because of that, that's why it's important you keep your videos short, but it's also important that you've got a little bit of movement or something going on in your video, even if that's just your title slides or an intro, so that when you post it up to Facebook, there is some movement taking place, that people actually have something that's visual that they can watch, that they can be a part of. And so that's the thing that you want to pay close attention to, is it enough to catch the eye when my viewer takes a look at it? So that's what we've got here. And because of the technical difficulties, I really don't have any questions. All the questions I had initially were, hey, there's no sound. And I apologize that it took so long to get that resolved. There's an issue with the Google Hangout plugin that we're using, and for some reason it just was not working with the Chrome browser. And so by the time I got switched over, everyone had jumped off. So I'm going to send you out this recording, and I'm going to make you a special offer just for the inconvenience, quite honestly, is I have a course called Facebook Marketing for Small Business. And normally I sell that for $47 online. What I'm going to do is if you registered for the webinar, I'm actually going to give that to you for free. And so I will be touching base with you so you can have that for yourself. Now, I'm going to be doing some more webinars on Facebook marketing, and we'll get the technical side of it resolved for the next one so we don't go through this again. But I hope you'll join me. And if you've got questions on what I presented tonight, how you can use it for your business, by all means, get in touch with me. And let me show you how you can really put that to use for your business, how you can drive a lot of traffic at a minimal amount of money and get the best return for your advertising dollars. Thanks again for joining me tonight. And again, I apologize for our technical difficulties. Hope you have a great night. Wish you the best in your business. And if I don't talk to you before then, happy Thanksgiving.